Hi friends, it's time for another Squint 180. I'm going to get right to it today. I want to really be encouraging to you. Today I visited New Life Fellowship. My friend Mike Connell's a pastor there. And he gave us just a wonderful message about prayer and having your prayers answered. And of course, so many times we feel like our prayers go unanswered. And I thought he gave just a great message. And you might want to visit their website, New Life Fellowship Church in Grant, Michigan. Google it, find their website. Really nice message. But as he spoke in the message, and I'm going to go take this just a little sidestep to that message, and that is, if you really want to have your prayers answered, know the heart of God. All right? Know the heart of God. And what is the heart of God? Well, I think the heart of God is that God so desires for lost people to be found. He desires for people to have a relationship with Him. And so He desires people who are away from Him to come back, those who have never known Him to know Him. And so I want to share a passage that I read this morning from Ezekiel chapter 34:16. It says, God speaking, I will search for the lost and bring back the strays. I will bind up the injured and strengthen the weak. I will shepherd the flock with justice. Now, Ezekiel records what I might refer to then as the heart of God. God does not desire His people lost, all right? He desires to care for His people. He desires to restore His people. He desires people to have a relationship with Him. And he so desires that. He says, I will search for the lost. We have a seeking God who looks after us. It's amazing that mankind in their natural state does not seek for God, but God seeks us. We have a seeking God. We have a saving God. He says, I will bring back the strays, and I will bind up the injured and strengthen the weak. God so desires to have a relationship with us, to see us come back to Him, that we might have eternal life and that we might have an abundant life, a good life, that He will bind up our injuries and bring healing to us, both physical, emotional, and spiritual healing. So the heart of God is seeing lost people come back, seeing that people are restored back to being as He created us in His own image. And so if you want to have your prayers answered, know the heart of God. Pray the heart of God. Express the heart of God in your life. Pray that lost people, and you know plenty of people, I'm sure, that are away from God. Either they've never known God, or they were there and now they're not. So pray for them. Okay, that's one thing you can do. Pray for lost people to be found. Pray that God will bring people into their pathway, that they can build positive relationships with them, and that they can hear the gospel presented. Pray that God might use you to present the gospel of Jesus Christ. You know, and if you don't know how to present the gospel, if you've never shared your faith, I encourage you to go to your church, go to your pastor, and take a discipleship class and learn how to share your faith. And if you want to know more about how to share your faith, then email me, squintabbott@gmail.com, and I would be happy to share with you on how you can be used of God to share your faith with other people. So that's my word today. If you want to have your prayers answered, know the heart of God. What is the heart of God? To see that lost people are found, that people are restored, that people are entered into a relationship with Him. Pray that God will use you. And remember this, whenever you do share your faith with others, they may or they may not respond favorably to that. But that's okay, because God has said in His Word that some plant and some harvest. All right? Some people are they're sharing their faith, they're just planting seeds along the way. Other people will come through and harvest because the work has already been done. So God will use you no matter what. Maybe you'll be a seed planter, maybe you'll be a harvester, maybe you'll be both. But my word to you today is, know the heart of God. And the heart of God is to see lost people found, is to see people who are away restored back to that position with Him. So that's my word of encouragement today. I hope you have a tremendous week. Look for opportunities to share your faith. Do it in little steps along the way. And again, if you've never shared your faith with anybody, ever, talk to your pastor about how you can do this. How can I share my faith, Pastor? And if you don't have a pastor, don't have a church, email me, squintabbott@gmail.com. I would love to help you learn how to share your faith. All right, have a tremendous week, and we'll be in touch next week. Remember, know the heart of God.